welcome back to another episode, and tonight we are looking at Opendoor stock. Now, of course, if you look on screen right now, I don't actually have the stock price listed, but what I currently have is a few articles and things talking about the company itself. It's something that I often talk about in these videos. Sometimes you just need to look at the company before you look at the stock. So in this video, we're going to go over what the company actually does and whether this means the share price will or will not grow hugely into the future. So if that sounds good, please do leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. You can see here 432, almost halfway there. So if you could just help us out massively, just press that subscribe button, please. It only takes a second. So if you could do it, massively appreciated. Big thumbs up to you. Also, we now have a Discord server. It's free. Link is in the description. Obviously going to be talking about stocks on there. And of course, I am no financial advisor. But what we can do together is look at the facts and the science and the hard numbers and look at the fundamentals of the company to determine whether the stock is a growth stock or not. So, you can see we're going to start off on Opendoor.com, Opendoor's own website, and of course the whole idea of this company is you can sell your own home or a home in general from the comfort of your couch or sofa, as we might say in England. So of course, benefits of this, it makes it easy for your customers. Of course, it's great. It's basically very simple. Of course, understandably, a lot of people are lazy. Why would you want to sell your home, take the effort, go and see real estate agents, whatnot, get a fee from them, all of these things? Why would you take all that effort, and do all these things when you could basically get company like Opendoor to come and do it for you? All you need to do is just sell them your home in a few moments. It saves weeks of people visiting your house and whatnot before it gets sold. So of course, very easy, and they actually have other incentives and benefits to, sell with them. So of course, sell to them and they have a few things. You get an instant offer and then get paid. So of course, instant offer, great. Like I said, it takes out a lot of the hassle, and of course, you can skip showings and repairs, like I've just said as well. You don't have to show people around your house, and you don't even often need to do repairs for these things. So of course, problems with that are you will probably get some money knocked off your house. Nevertheless, you don't have to repair the house yourself. Opendoor can do that for you if you're willing to probably take a reduced price. And of course, you can just move on your schedule. And I agree with that one. Like I just said. I mean, yes, perhaps you could make 5 or 10 grand more by selling by yourself, perhaps, depending on how much your house is worth. But a lot of people would just rather get the house sold and just get on with their lives. And fair enough to them. And that is why this company could potentially be a huge success in the future. So of course, other benefits for listing with them. You can still maximize your sales price. So of course, this basically sell your home at a higher price and attract more buyers with a 10k interest-free advance for renovations. Very cool features. Of course, save on fees. So benefits are you can save because obviously the company probably doesn't have as many offices needed and real estate agents. Benefits of this, they don't have to make as much money as a traditional company to make their profits, and that means that you can pay only 5% in fees, 1% less than the traditional 6%, and thousands in savings. So we can understand how it was going to work. If you've got a house that's worth obviously over 100,000, possibly even more, let's say you got a house over 1 million, of course that 1% difference will probably start to add up the higher in value your house is. And of course, enterprise expertise, at every step. So of course, they're still showing that they're a professional company and they work in great ways. So of course, that's just about reassuring customers. And of course, when you look at the business model, it's kind of great because, like I said, a lot of people are probably quite lazy. I mean, who wants to take that effort out of your time? So now let's have a look at the actual share itself. That was just the fundamentals of the company. So this article from Bloomberg.com Opinion tells us about the SPAC itself and the company going public. Now, of course, this did happen like last month, I think it was, but now we can take a quick look at what the share price is doing and whether the share price will explode or not. So this is just a quick article talking about what the company does, and of course I'm going to read a little bit of it. Please be warned, I'm not the best at reading, so here we go. 1 year ago, WeWork called off its plans to go public after investors recoiled that office space providers huge compensation of cash and peculiar accounting. See, I told you I'm terrible at reading. Now, another real estate company wants to go public. So this one's backed by SoftBank Vision Fund, Opendoor Labs is basically trying to go public and list its shares, and of course they managed to do this. So we are looking at past tense in this article, bear in mind. So of course this company is basically looking to sell houses. That's just telling us that they buy homes, they can refurbish them, sell them in a few months and whatnot, and of course takes a lot of time out of the seller's schedule basically. So you can just sell your house to this company, they will do the work, probably take more profits like I said, but we can just see how this one's going to work. So of course, what does this mean for the company and what is the company expected to do? So we all know what's happened this year. Let's have a look at the company's revenue. So of course, this year isn't really a fair way to judge a lot of companies, and especially companies which operate in physical, real world environments. So of course, we're going to see companies like, let's say, Amazon. Yes, Amazon has had a tremendous year this year, and companies who operate in the real world have not had as good of a sales, cycle basically. So, of course, companies that sell houses, cars, drinks, cafes and whatnot have had quite the beating this year. Opendoor being no exception. So it has said that this company's price is apparently not going to resume until only a few years into the future. However, it is looking good for the company so far, with projected revenues of over 10 billion in the year. Quite amazing. I think we've seen over 5 billion this year. I could be wrong on that one, of course, but I think we are seeing good things for this company. And of course, that will also influence the share price. So the company's value was also listed here. I think it was valued at 3.8 billion. Yes, 3.8 billion this year. Quite amazing for such a small company, and it's only just gone public. And we've had another company, or let's say analyst, saying it's worth 4.8 billion, excluding its cash. So of course, since announcing the merger, the share price has gone up, and of course at the time this was 13.5 billion. So that's quite amazing, and the transaction was not complete at this time. Of course, I would like to give you more details on this in the future in another video if you guys enjoy this one, but we can understand how this one's going to work. So of course here we can have a look at some other pieces of information, but really we're going to be looking at what the company is worth and why this company might, skyrocket into the future. So I'm just going to leave this information on screen whilst I explain why I think the stock price could potentially go up hugely in the future. I think a company like this is quite revolutionary. And that is because not a lot of things like this are yet on the market, and of course it does appeal to what people want, because of course, like I said, a lot of people don't want to take the effort to sell houses. Of course, real estate agents means that you have to have people come around to your house, and I think mainly this year has kind of accelerated this, growth into online a lot more. Simply for the fact that why does people want, as many people coming around, especially with the transmission of the virus going up? People don't really want that, and of course that's one of the reasons why companies like this are going to do well this year and potentially into the future. Of course, this market in general has taken a hard hit this year, but into the future, we could be looking at good things for this company. And of course, generally speaking, the ease of sales, and as it gets proven to be more professional as it is, basically we can see the company, start to grow. And of course, profits are another thing, revenue again, two things which are obviously going to influence the price a lot. So of course, I just thought I'd give you a very, very, very quick fundamental update and analysis of the company and subsequently the share price. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.